Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine and secure at home. So today, as we had finished 2 units for you, as I had finished 2 units for you, and today we'll be starting with the 3rd unit from your first term. So today the prose is, I will just read it out what I had written on the board for you. Unit 3, prose, a prayer to the teacher. A prayer to the teacher. Okay. Now, a prayer to a teacher. This sentence or this prose name, you might wonder, what is this? A prayer to the teacher? Okay, I just want to tell you what are all the hidden things which is there in this prose or which is there in this lesson. Understand? So, the whole thing, the whole lesson was written or it was given by this person. Okay, I had written some points about him. We will just see it. This lesson is based on the speech made by Subrata Bachchi. He is the founder and CEO of Mindtree. So this Subrata Bachchi is the founder and is the CEO of Mindtree. For an example, you have TCS company, CTS company, like this you have all technology companies, understand? So this person, he was the founder, understand? He was the founder and he was the CEO of this Mindtree technology software company at Bangalore. So what he does is, he gives a convocational speech, okay, for who he gives this, for this international academy is there for those teachers, creative teaching teachers are there, for them he gives a convocation address he gives, understand? So convocation address at the International Academy for Creative Teaching, Bangalore, when he had given this, January 6th, 2005. So this is the just little detail about this person. So we will get into the lesson now. By this time all might be having your textbook, understand? So you just turn your textbook to this unit 3, prose, a prayer to the teacher. First I will read and then I will explain it to you. You just see your textbook where Mrs. reading. Listen to the teacher delivering the speech. It is a great occasion for the 2005 batch of graduating teachers. It is also a great day for the faculty and administration to have given the world another set of people whose impact is going to be proportionately large. So here we see it is a great occasion for this 2005 batch of graduating teachers. So this day is not only a day for those graduating teachers, but those who are working in that institution, the faculty. That means what? In colleges they have the English department faculty, the science, all these faculties they'll have, understand? So those departments, group of departments you say faculty. for all those people and those who are in the administration line, that means those who are doing the office work like our school, understand? Or for all of them, this has given to another set of people, not only to them, to the other set of the people who are around this world, people around the world, understand? For them also it will bring a impact, that means what? Effect on the proportional large, that means what? A bigger size, it will bring a great change. Understand? Not only to the academy of the creative teaching teachers, but to all others also. How it will bring? Where it will make them to enhance, or where it will make them to brighten up, we will just see it. I am honored to be here with all of you to share your joy, your hopes. As teachers, on behalf of all the lives you will touch, I have a few things to ask of you. It is going to be a long and somewhat unusual list, so I seek your indulgence. Here goes my list. So he says here, okay, now I am so honored. First he gives an introduction about himself, okay. It is my great joy of being here, standing here, and to deliver my speech, we say, like that he just starts. He says, I am so honored to be here, and it is my joy, and it is my real hope for me to share whatever I have in my mind to the teachers, understand? So when I share this to the teacher, definitely the teachers will take it to the students. Understand? That's what is the reality. Understand? So the teachers will take it to the students, and not only that, and here I have a very long, lengthy list. I have lot of stuff, lot of things are there for me to share. Okay? So whatever I share, this will be taken to the students. Understand? That's what he says here. And when you read the lesson, it will be like as though the CEO of Mindtree, he is addressing, he is a student, and teacher and student conversation, how it will be. In that atmosphere, he brings this lesson to the students of 7th standard. So first thing, it is divided into 7 to 8 passage, or you can say 7 to 8 divisions it is. So I just I will read one by one and I will explain. First, I pray to you that you teach me the value of in conclusion. Okay, first thing, value of in conclusion. That means what? Value of included. What are the things to be included in student's life? What the teacher will tell the student. What are the values she will say, and what are the things, good things she will say to the students? We will see now. So here it says, the people who write my textbooks and the ones who prescribe the syllabi will not tell you how important inclusion is for me to do well in life. Without the sense of inclusion, I will not know that boundary are meant to be pushed, not to be lived in. So here it says, the people who write textbooks, who prescribes the syllabi, that means what? Plural form of syllabus, understand? Syllabi. So what are the syllabi? You have all science, math, social, all this, what are the chapters to be finished, what are the lessons to be finished for this term, all this and all will be there in that syllabi. Okay, now all this includes, all this included one to the student's life is added here. So this will not, no, the boundaries are meant to be pushed. That means what? The boundaries are not very limited, it is very vast. Understand? So we will see what he is saying here. First thing, first example what he gives is, take an example, take for example the fact that I clean my house but empty my garbage on the road. This is because the road is not included in what I feel is my own. So here, whatever rubbish, whatever things, garbage, dirt you have at home, you clean your house but you don't, but empty the garbage on the road. You just, you cannot empty everything on the road. Why? Because you have to include that road also belongs to you. Understand? It is just next to your house. You are the one who is walking on the road. So you should keep it clean. You are not supposed to throw all the garbage on the road. Understand? Where there is a place, there you should throw it. Understand? That's what it says here. Second thing it says, I feed my own child, but do not ask if the maid has eaten today. Her hunger is not included in my hunger. So we are seeing value of in conclusion. Okay, value of included we are seeing. First we saw, we clean the house, we are not supposed to throw the garbage on the road. Understand? So we should think road is ours. Second thing, we feed our children. Okay, that means what? Your mother feeds you. Understand? And she should be concerned about the maid who comes to your house. Because you should ask her, have you eaten? Have you had your breakfast? You should ask her why how you are hungry. In the same way, she also might be hunger. Understand? She also will be in a hungry. She will have that hunger in her. Understand? You should ask her. You shouldn't separate her saying that she is your servant. Next thing, I take my child to the movie, but do not ask him to call the neighbor's child. That child is outside my zone of parenting. So teacher, teach me in conclusion. So here, your mother takes the child to a movie theater. Understand? She is bothered about her own. She will not mind the next child, the neighbor child. Understand? For an example, say movie theater, they won't send some parents. For an example, to a nearby shop means definitely they will send. So you should consider if your son or daughter's very best friend or your relative or someone is very close to you is staying beside your house means you can ask when your son or daughter says, Mama, we will take my friend with me to the shop means you should think that child also is yours. You should have that love and care and ask them whether their mother will give permission to take her son or daughter along with your child. So in that you should have a very broad sense. Understand? So this you teach me the in conclusion, or you teach me how to value or how to conclude my value, you just teach me. Like that, the child is asking the teacher, understand? Or the child is asking the mother. In this way, it is illustrated for you. I pray to you to teach me, communicate. how to communicate, how to talk, how to converse. The teacher has to teach the students. First we saw all the three, and next we are going to see teach me to communicate, understand? So here, this prayer, how it teaches is, as I get caught in the rat race of the common entrance test and cutthroat competition, everyone will tell me that my survival depends on my power to impress. The more I want to impress, the less I will communicate. Teach me to speak and to be able to write so that I am able to convey what I feel. So in this we see the world is under a running race, rat race it says here. It is like a race, understand? Each to attend to some exam or the other, you have to write some competitive exams, okay? Cutthroat means competitive, understand? You have to have some competitive exams for TNPC group, and for all other things you have some competitive exams. So everyone will tell me how to depend on the survival, how you should have the power to face all this, understand? It is not that I speak only, but I should be able to write also. So with this, to get through the competitive exams, to reach the uttermost job in the world, I need to know to speak and to write. So teacher, teach me this also in my life. How to communicate, you teach me, teacher. Then we see what are the things to be taught. Teacher, teach me to communicate with whom and all you should communicate. Here are the list. The simplicity of a child and the nakedness of a flower. The child will have very simplicity, very polite, very soft nature, understand? He won't know anything much. Have you seen the flower? Does it have a dress or something like that? The flower is very naked, understand, and it looks so beautiful. It is so simple. Like that, the child is also. Next, those who cannot speak or hear. The child may not speak, or it cannot what? Speak or hear also. It cannot understand, you can say here. That also we need to communicate. Okay, now teach me to communicate with. Okay, in this second part of the prayer, the simplicity of a child and the nakedness of a flower we saw. Next, teach me to communicate to those who cannot speak or hear. Help me to communicate to those who cannot speak or hear. Next we see communicate. Teach me to communicate with people less gifted, less privileged than I am. So some children will have very less talent. They'll have very less gift, understand? Or less privileged, they cannot do more. So for all of them, teach me. Then teach me to communicate to those who have come before me and those who will follow me. Those who have come towards me and those who will follow me, help me to communicate with them, help me to speak to them. Help me to communicate the things animated and inanimated. That means what? To the living and non-living thing, you just teach me. Help me to communicate. So this is the second part of the prayer. The third one, I pray to you to make me learn more than that. Teacher, teach me how I can learn to learn. So here it says, teach me to learn. More than the teacher teaches me and then I learn and go ahead, you teach me to learn by myself. As you prepare me for the wide world in which I need to fend for myself and for others, one-time learning will not be good enough. I will have to have the ability to learn newer and more difficult things. Some of it I will need to learn very quickly. In all this, what will happen? Critical is the process of learning itself. More than just what I am able to learn, help me to learn newer ways to learn, and that I will make learning a joy for me. So in this we will see how the prayer is communicated, how the prayer is said is, help me to learn more, okay, than the teacher teaches me. That means what? I myself should learn some new words, okay. I should go ahead. I shouldn't depend on anyone else. I should depend on myself, understand? One-time learning, what we learnt in the school or in the college days, that is not enough at all. Day by day, I should learn newer things, new ones I should learn in my life, and I should get ahead in future. Okay, that might be critical means what? Extremely important. Okay, important things I need to learn by the process of learning itself means to myself. More than others who teach me, I should learn by myself. So help me to learn newer ways to learn. So that will be a very joyful one. That will be the learning of joy for me, understand? So this will help me. Okay, next fourth one we will see, as I learn to learn from unusual sources. I pray that you teach me to appreciate the interconnected nature of things. So here we see, I need to learn what? From unusual sources, okay? Beyond what you cannot see. You cannot look, you cannot see. Beyond that unusual things, you teach me. So with that, I will be what? Appreciated. This interconnected nature things will mold me up. So we see here, teach me not just about the way the waves rise up, but what causes them to fall. Teach me to appreciate that the trees I feel, the small creatures I kill with indiscriminate use of fertilizers and pesticides on the ground, the urban decay I cause with my consumeration, all add to awesome imbalances in the natural state of things that cause death and destruction and can one day engulf me and mine. Each time I see a scavenging bird on my city's skyline, teach me, teacher, tell me why the singing birds are going away, and tell me how I can see them perched on my windowsill again. So this talks about the nature, understand? It talks about the sea, understand? We see the waves of the sea just rising up, and then what happens is it causes the sea waves which has come up, makes that to fall again down. How? The gravitational force pulls that waves down. Understand? Teach me that the trees I fell. Understand? How the trees and the small creatures, how they cut themselves or fall themselves. Understand? Or how the small creatures kills all the tiny sprouted little plants. How this and all is made is through the imbalance. Understand? Imbalance. How? Through the pesticides. Understand? That means what we put the medicine, fertilizer we use for agriculture or we use for the gardening, all that makes the plants and the little insects to die. Not only that, the urban also gets decay, gets rotten. Why? I cause with my state of things that cause death and destruction, and one day engulf me and mine. So with all this, somewhere or the other, in the urban city where we are staying, everything will come to an end. We won't have trees, we won't have plants, we won't have anything. So everything will be like a decay. That means what? It will be like a rotten one. So engulf means to eat or to swallow the whole thing. The birds will eat up, or the little insects, little creature will eat up everything, whatever the little plants or whatever is grown. Understand? So each time I am seeing a scavenging bird. That means what? A bird, anything that feeds on the dead animals. For an example, you can say crow. You might have seen the crow. Whatever dead animals are there, it just goes and tries to eat that meat, tear that meat and eat. So with like that, we see on the skyline of the place where we are staying. Understand? So teach me why the singing birds are just not here, they are just going away. They are flying away to another place. So teach me to why the little birds which is not resting on my window sill. Okay, for all the window you will have a little wooden place or something like that. That is called sill. So why the singing bird is not resting on that? That means what you understand with this paragraph? So we use lot of fertilizers, we use lot of pesticides, and the crows and everything, what happens? It is there, it is eating up all the dead insects, animals, everything. So it is not clean. So help me to come out, help me to learn from the unusual sources. All these are unusual sources. So teach me how to overcome this. Understand? So how the singing birds can be seated on the sill of the window. So you teach me that, teacher. Like that, the author is addressing to the teacher in the prayer. Okay, next we see the fifth one. I pray to you to teach me not just the ability to answer, but also the power to question. So here we see, it is not only the ability to answer, understand, but also to have the power to ask the question. In the class we say, children, students, you have to probe question. After teaching a paragraph or so, any doubts you have, anything you want to say, any ideas you have something to say, we will ask the students. So always when a student asks question, he will definitely learn many things and many more. So that's what not just the ability to answer. You might have the ability to answer, but you need to probe the questions too. Everyone is telling me to do as I am told. Before I know it, I am enslaved. It is because we do not ask questions. If only we ask questions, can we get answers? If we get the answers, we can explore how to establish a better order of things. If we ask questions, we will also learn to be accountable. We will be more willing to accept that what we ask the questions, we can be questioned too. In that exchange, truth will merge. Understand? So here, enslaved means make someone slave. Someone a slave. So here, students need to ask questions. When they ask questions, really the truth will be relieved. Understand? It will come out. So here, we see when we ask questions, definitely for that question, you will get the answer. With this, you can establish better things. That means what? You can learn many more. You can go ahead. Your knowledge will be improved. Understand? Your IQ power will be much more improved. Understand? So you not only that, you will have better and best new methods, new things which is there, which you did not know, you will know by asking questions. Understand? So when you ask a question, definitely the teacher also will be accountable. That means what? She is responsible to answer those questions. So not only that, more willing to accept than that when we ask the questions. Rather than accepting what you want, when you ask questions, really that will exchange the truth. Understand? It will merge. You will come to know different and many more truths what was hidden. What you did not know, children, that you will come to know. So next, sixth point, as I learn the power of humility, teach me about how all things that sustain life on earth come free. Humility means meekness. Understand? So here it says, I will read, teacher, I will live in an increasingly commercial world. I will be judged on how much value I can create by buying and selling things. My personal success will be determined by my ability to consume. I will not be able to always question the ways of the world, but do tell me how all things that truly support me come without payment. So here commercial, money-minded. Understand? So this buying and selling definitely of things, students should know it. Understand? My personal success, how with this consuming things of ability, how I need to learn, not only asking the way of questions to the world, but tell me all the things that will support me in my life. What are the things will support you in your life? Come without payment. You cannot pay the payment, but how you can consume that, how you can get it. So here are some three things. The cow does not get paid for the milk she gives. See, you have the cow at home. You get the milk from the cow. Do you pay for the cow? No. Does it take? No, it cannot. Next, the earth does not ask any money for the crops we get. The earth is there, the land is there, you cultivate it. Will the land ask, give me money? It cannot talk. It won't ask. The sea does not come to get royalties on the catch of the day. What the sun shines, the sea, how throughout the day the waves comes up and down, and lot of creatures are there inside the sea, and it does it ask anything? Pay me? No, it doesn't ask. The sun, the air, the river and the clouds do not get paid for their service. The river flows, the sun shines brightly in the sky, the air we breathe, understand, the river flows and it waters all the agricultural land, everything. Does it ask anything? No, it doesn't ask. It does the service, but it doesn't get the money from us. Okay, so with this, I think you understood the sixth one. Seventh one, it says, I pray to you to teach me the power of silence. Teach me also to raise my voice to protect the truth. Not only the silence, but to raise my voice to protect myself from any harm. I should be truthful. I should have the truth in me so that will protect myself. Understand? So teach me to have the power of silence. In a world where every moment is going to be full of noise, teach me to be quiet. Teach me to appreciate the sound of silence. For in silence I can contemplate the power within. Teach me to make my point without having to raise my voice. Teach me to raise my voice. Teacher, when my silence can hurt any other life. So here what do we see is, we need to have power. I think when you have the power of silence, it won't hurt others, understand? So when you raise the voice, definitely, or when you raise the voice to ask the questions, that will give problem we can find here. But here, sometimes when you are silence will bring what? Truth. Understand? When you are, someone is making lot of noise, they would have some sort of some difficulty, something they would have done. Understand? To hide that, to overcome that, they will raise their voice as if they didn't do anything. Understand? So when you are silent, the truth will speak. Understand? So that's what it says here. So finally, the 8th point, finally I pray to you to teach me to develop a world view of things. Teach me to develop a world view of things. How you will see the world. How you will view the world of all the things. Understand? Teach me to appreciate. You need to have the appreciation in you. You need to appreciate, understand, that poverty, disease and hunger have no nationality. For hundreds of years I have lived in a world with narrow domestic walls. In that world, patriotism was founded on religious bigotry, racial intolerance and man's remarkably short view of time. It was bound by barbed wires and smoking guns. In the future that I want to create, I want you to teach the power of loving my fellow human beings. Teach me to appreciate diversity and dialogue. Teach me to tolerance and teach me to remove the word foreign and foreigner from my vocabulary. This is my world, teacher. In this world, I do not want to be a foreigner to anyone, and I do not want to treat anyone like a foreigner. But these thoughts allow me to conclude my convocation address. May this day remain with you forever, and may your path be illuminated the power of 1,000 suns. Thank you and good luck. So we see here is, so what do we see here is, we see the appreciating of poverty, who are very poor, nothing they have, sickness, okay, hunger, all these kind of people are there in this world. Your view, viewing that, you're seeing that. So what you should do is, for hundreds of years, people have been living in this world of domestic wars, understand? They have been living in this place for many years. They have been living with they are poor, they are poverty, they are sick, they have disease, they have the hunger, all this they have. So as a nationality, as you are an Indian, as you all belong to this country, this world, what you should do? You should help others, understand? You shouldn't think that this is what you have lived in this world with a domestic wars. Within your surroundings you are living. You shouldn't think like that. You should go out of it and see what is happening around the world. Okay? So you should have the religious thing in you. Patriotism you should have. Understand? You all have this we are all have different colors, but still we should love, and you should have the intolerance, and you should have the short view of the time, and you should see into everything, you should look into everything, what is going around the world, understand? I was bounded by barbed wires and smoking guns. See, for an example, the world or the India is, like for an example, it is around the boundary, understand? Barbed wires are there, understand? Always you find some military forces or the other is there fighting with the other countries which is coming into our country or trying to capture our boundaries, understand? So they use the guns. Always there is some curfew, some thing or the other going on. There is no peace there. Understand? We are staying in we have a very peaceful life in our houses. Understand? But whereas you see around the border there is no peace. Understand? So in that way we have to create or we have to teach the power of loving the fellow human beings. So each one, you may have different, I may be wheatish in color, you may be black in color, fair in color, whatever it is, red, black, whatever it is, understand? You need to have the love between or among the human beings. You need to have the love of, power of love you need to have. So teach me to appreciate diversity and dialogues. So here we see you need to have the range of different things. Understand? Diversity means a range of different things you need to know. You need to have the tolerance, and teach me to remove the word foreign and foreigner. That means what? I don't know this, I don't know that. You shouldn't say that, understand? You should have, or you should cultivate the habit of, you need to learn something new. You need to grasp something new. You shouldn't be like I don't know, means you will be like a foreigner. You shouldn't have that in you, understand? You should know everything. That word foreign and foreigner, I don't know this, I don't want to learn this. That word you should take it out from your dictionary, you can say, or from your vocabulary, you should remove that. This is my world, you should say, this is my world, teacher. In this world, I do not want to be a foreigner to anyone, and I do not want to treat anyone like a foreigner. I should think, this is my people, this is my water. We are all one, we are one, understand? You shouldn't have that, he is different, he is different, he is different. You shouldn't have this thing in you, understand? As the country, India is a democratic country, understand? So you need to have everything in you. You need to abide to all the rules. You need to have a oneness in you, so that this world will be in a smooth going. In all these thoughts, allow me to conclude my convocation address. So what he says here is, so I need to Illuminate, that means what? Illuminated means light up like a thousand, like the paths of the thousand suns are there means sun are there means how it will be, the lights will be very bright, understand? Like that you need to have that power in you. You shouldn't think you are a foreigner or I am a foreigner. You shouldn't think like that. You all belong to India. You all belong to one place. So you should have that in you. So in this way, this Subroto Bachi, he gives he gives a convocation address to this academy, understand? And he makes those people how like this the teachers should reach to the students. All these meanings I had already said in the lesson. Glossary. Cutthroat means competitive, less privileged means disadvantage, animated means living, friend means look after, indiscriminate means without careful judgment, engulf means eat, swallow, whole thing, perch means to rest on, enslave means to make someone a slave, commercial means money minded, illuminated means light up. So many more meanings are there in your textbooks. You learn all this. So with this I want to conclude this prose for you for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. You read the lesson and once again you just go through it and learn everything whatever is given in the lesson. Okay, thank you dear children.